If at that moment when the baby is growing, at 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, imagine there's 2 twins. I just want you to imagine this, there's 2 twins. And there's a believing twin and there's an unbelieving twin for what's going to happen in the next world. And the believing twin says to its counterpart, it says, hey, listen bruv, me and you, we're going to be coming out here one day and we're going to go to another world. And the other one says, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? He said, listen, when we come out, we're going to see big space. He said, space? I don't know no space. This is it. When we come out, there'll be light, there'll be color, there'll be texture, there'll be people, there'll be language, there'll be cars, there'll be, phones, there'll be people who are busy, there'll be communication, there'll be buildings. Listen, I don't know anything about this. Have you ever seen that yourself? No, I haven't. Have you ever seen anyone leave this place? No, I haven't. Have you ever seen anyone come back from that world you're talking about to this place where me and you are, and to tell us that all of this is going to, this happened and they saw it firsthand and they came back? No, I haven't. Well, you, my brother, you are starting to lose it. No, listen, my brother, listen, my brother. When we go out there, yeah, I'm telling you, I've heard this, I've heard whispers, I've heard things. Imagine the twin said, I'm just making this up, yeah, but I'm going to give you a lesson. I'm going to give you a lesson in the end. Imagine the twin said that when I was there in the world of souls, I heard this is what happens. I heard this is what happens, and you go out, and you know what? When we go out, we have to live ourselves, we have to eat ourselves, we have to eat from here. Are you crazy? You ever see me, you eat from here? Because no, but I'm telling you, listen, I don't eat. I get provided, you get provided automatically. I don't know what you're talking about. And the believer will carry on giving all his evidences. And the disbeliever is denying all his evidences on what? On not seeing anything, on not having the experience, on not seeing anybody else come back and give them information, and it's all down to that. But we know both of those have to leave the womb. And when they leave the womb, you can imagine that there's going to be a great shock in that twin if he really never believed what's about to happen. Why have I just said that to you, my brothers and sisters? Because you know what? In this earth, right now, the believers are saying to the people who don't believe in this, when we die from this world, this is the third world we're in. The first world was Alamul Arwah. The first transfer was to the mother's womb. The second world was the mother's womb. The second transfer was to this dunya. The third world is this dunya. This is our third life. Guys, wake up. This is our third life we're living. And the third transfer is going to be to barzakh, a world trapped between here and the blowing of the horn. A world trapped between death and blowing of the horn. And we're saying to all the people who don't believe in this message, and I want to say today, there are Muslims who are weak in their faith, and there are Muslims, because of the interaction in this world, they have kind of lost their compass. There are Muslims who are now doubting the afterlife. There are Muslims who are saying, really? What about if we have reincarnation? What about if we go out there as a soul and come back to a stone, or we come back to another animal, or we come back to a leaf, or we come back to a tree? There are Muslims who have been affected by the belief of atheism. And they're saying, listen, we've never seen anyone come back. Have you ever seen anyone come back and tell you from the grave that he actually saw the other side, and he saw the angel of death, and he saw the world of angels, and there's a world beyond this? And we all say, all the believers are saying no. And the unbelievers, the non-believers are saying to us, well, my friend, you are going slightly crazy in there. Right? And we are saying, listen, when you go to that world, you're not going to be in this body anymore, you're going to be different. And they're going to say, yes, my friend, we've seen all the dead ones lying in their graves, my friend. You are hula baloos, and you are getting a bit cuckoos. Seriously. And the thing is, our messengers have told us, all the messengers, the Quran has told us that there is a life beyond this. And just like the twins, they deny one another's statements, the same way the believers and non-believers both will find themselves in barzakh once we leave. And if you don't want to believe in this, then you take a risk. And your risk is this, which is what was said in the palace of Fir'aun. Surah number 40, ayah number 28. That you, Fir'aun, and you, my courtiers, my friends, this was a man who had Iman in his heart, but he hid his Iman. And he said, إِن يَكُ كَاذِبًا فَعَلَيْهِ كَذِبُ. If Moses or Musa alayhi salam is a liar, then his lie will befall him. Suppose we believe in Musa's story that there's an afterlife. Suppose we believe in that, and then we die and there's nothing. Have we lost anything? No, we haven't lost anything. Have we lost anything? No, we haven't lost anything. But he said, وَإِن يَكُ صَادِقًا يُصِبُكُمْ بَعْضُ الَّذِي يَعِدُكُمْ. But if it turns out, then when we die, my courtiers, my friends, Fir'aun, when we die and we find out that Musa was right, then part of what he has said will befall us, and we will face the punishment for not believing in the message that he gave to us. Allahu Akbar.